share with you, we have, of course, the Nolan dress. We're both wearing the Nolan.
Yes.
And it is clearly we're moving into more fall type weather, so we wanted to show you some really creative ways to be able to adjust your summer items and maybe a dress like the Nolan into your wardrobe for fall. Especially in the Midwest, when we literally experience major temperature differences from day to day.
Yes.
Earlier this week we were in the 80s.
And now we're in the 50s.
Yes, and it's freezing today. So we wanted to give you some ideas and some options, right? I really am kind of over the old school way of splitting up your wardrobe into summer and winter. I mean, there's a few things you got to move out, but it's really great to help take your summer and spring pieces and transition them into fall. It's gonna be really fun. So first, I actually will just talk to you a little bit about what we did with Abby here. She's wearing the Nolan underneath here in the Moonlit Ocean color. And we added this really fun oversized cardigan on her so we can just make it a little bit more fall friendly. If it's kind of a medium cool day, you can definitely go bare-legged, right? And she's got her cute little booties on in brown. And I like her addition here. What do we call this?
A scarf.
It's a scarf, okay. We came up with another word earlier, but it was masculine, so we can't use that. So she's got, you can come forward a little bit, maybe show. So you guys, when we're doing styling of any sort, it's really important to have another element. So her scarf is really taking her outfit from maybe 2-dimensional to 3-dimensional. I like to say it makes, instead of putting on clothing, it actually makes an outfit. Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
Yes. So that's really fun. And I'm going to show you an idea that I'll just grab it right here. It's right here. You can just watch me do the live styling. So most of us have
Oh, yes.
a chambray shirt,
I have
right?
way too many.
Actually, this is Abby's to divulge all the information. So these are great and totally wonderful to have just on hand. What I did notice about the Nolan, which I think is very fun, is that if you are wearing a jacket and or something over it or a button up, you can kind of manipulate the knot a little bit to make it fit more center line. And so we're still getting that great waist. That's the whole point of the Nolan, is that we get to still see your waistline. So there, we still have that. Now I'm still adding, you guys can do your own thing for your style type. I like a little bit of an edge and a little bit of a rocker vibe. So Abby likes a little bit more classic.
Grandma stuff.
Classic, we like it classic. So she has the great brown booties, but I went ahead and grabbed my leopard print booties, or I could do a black booty or something that's, if you're not into the leopard print. And then I'm gonna add one more element. So you guys, layering is not as complicated as it seems, but it really helps add, like I said, that 3-dimensional aspect to the outfit. And so I really love moto jackets. I'm kind of obsessed. And so you can do it with or without the chambray underneath. The only thing about layers is that you have to get situated.
Yes.
You have that issue? Yeah. You do have to get situated. So I want to see a little bit of the blue, and I want to see a little bit of the black. Coming through. There's an option, but we still get that waistline in there, and I'll back up so you can see it with the shoes. Ta-da. So that's a option.
We have very versatile looks with very simple pieces that are probably in your wardrobe.
Yes. We all like that, huh? I'm going to take this off too. So also, again, without it, just with the, that's not really, if the chambray's not your jam, you can just do a moto. I added, what I have is sheer tights. I'm kind of liking the sheer tight these days. I'm seeing it a lot more in fashion styling too, so if that's your thing, go for it. I like a little something on my legs on cooler days like today. Abby's like, yes, please. You could, of course, do a legging as well. I think the only legging I really recommend underneath dresses would be a black legging. And you can see how you feel about that with a pink or a blue. But if you feel good about it, go for it. And then, of course, get a little pop on the shoe with the leopard print. We're going to show you some more options of hopefully things that you have already in your closet to pair with the Nolan.
Great.
Us again.
Hello.
Actually, we shouldn't start that like that.
I know.
It's all gonna be one video. Okay. let's just
Man.
start. Yeah. So here's another option that Abby and I have come up with based on our style types and kind of what we like in the Nolan for layering. So Abby has a classic trench coat on, which we love. And then we've also layered it with a chambray shirt. So this is great because if she gets warm in the office, she can just take her jacket off, and when she goes outside, she can throw it back on.
Yeah.
I also wanted to show you a little tip with the trench coat. If you have one at home, I like to do one quick little loop and tighten it so that it gives your body that identifiable waist in the back. So go ahead and turn back around. So her coat and jacket is actually hugging out of her waistline. So it stays open, but it looks fitted. So I love that. I love your look. And I love the tennies too. Isn't that so cute? Love it. We are seeing more tights and tights with socks and tennis shoes. Like that's a thing. Okay. So if you want to explore that, you can do it if you're feeling adventurous. You can try that someday. And then my style is a little bit more on the probably grunge side of things. I really love, I just threw on my basic flannel that I wear all the time in cooler months. And then making sure that the knot was right in the center so we still get that waistline in there. And then I have a vintage vest that I got that's a Levi's, and I threw that all together. I do like it with the black booties. I think it's fun, and I added some black socks with the sheer tight. But I also think it would be just as fun with a Doc Marten. I think that would make it a little bit more like grunge friendly.
Yes.
But yeah, so that's a way you can
We want to be grunge friendly around here.
We don't discriminate against the grunge people. Yes. So that's another option. We'll show you some more in just a minute. Ta-da! So this is our sweater weather outfits, right? Yeah. Well, you had a cardigan on earlier, but let's do some more. So I like Abby's outfit because I feel like we all have these elements in our closet already. So she's wearing the Nolan as a base layering piece, and then has this great just pullover sweater, right, that you've had for a while.
Yes.
You've been loving. And then we all have a denim jacket that we could throw on over that. And then she's paired it with the riding boots. So this is something that we could all go and do like now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Giddy up.
Giddy up, yeah. And then I went with something a little bit more like an oversized cardigan. This is actually a vintage one that I found. It's got some really fun detail on it. Anyway, you can see the waist tie still of the Nolan, so it's very present. And then I love the white tennis shoes with it. It's very fun. And it's both very us, right?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Feel very comfortable in the clothing.
Yeah. So our recommendation for you is to experiment and explore with layering and things that are more for warmer weather. Just introduce them to your clothing that's a little bit more for cooler weather and have fun with it. Oh, and definitely experiment more. This time of year is perfect to have, like, to use scarves.
Oh yes.
Like we did earlier with Abby. It's just a great three-dimensional element of the outfit. So you guys have fun. That's all we want you to do. And enjoy.
Okay.
And check out the Nolan. We'll see you guys later, okay?